Was it God's will for there to be a genocide in Palestine? Absolutely not. The story of Adam and Eve actually explains it, but anyone who says that is wrong, and beware. Hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm a deep skeptic, also a pastor. So the use of the Bible and random theological concepts to justify a genocide is horrifying and wrong. But let me explain a little bit why I say Adam and Eve are the key to really understanding this theologically. So the story of Adam and Eve does a number of things. It actually answers a number of big questions that have absolutely nothing to do with science. There's this human experience that's really wild where we feel deep inside that when really bad things happen, there's something wrong about it. We will say things like, it shouldn't be this way. It's the same as when somebody passes. We'll say, oh man, it feels like it shouldn't be this way. They shouldn't have been taken from me. And that story actually has an answer to those questions. So at the beginning of the story, there is this wonderful state of being where humanity exists in this perfect relationship with each other, a perfect relationship with God, a perfect relationship with the earth, and there is like meaningful work. It's really like the life that everybody longs for. And then humanity makes horrible choices that break everything. It breaks their relationship with each other, it breaks their relationship with God, and it breaks their relationship with the earth, like breaks absolutely everything. And it said that is when death comes into the world. And it's not just them being mortal and dying, though a lot of scholars would say that is part of it, but it's like death in this bigger way, that they have in some ways killed relationships between each other and the earth and God and all of that. And then God does some things to help the pain associated with that, right? They are ashamed because of their nakedness, and God creates clothing for them. So God doesn't disengage when they do horrifying things. God is there with them, present in the pain. So one of the big theological things that is being seen here, and you can understand when you read it deeply and seriously, is that when God creates humanity, God creates humanity with ultimate free will. Like, humanity can do things that God doesn't want to happen. And when they do that, there is horrible repercussions, not just for them, but for everything, for the world, for humanity's existence in general. And they do that. That's the choice they made. And so the answer to the question about when horrible things happen, who is responsible? It's humanity. And why didn't God intervene? Well, that's because God has given humanity ultimate free will. We are free beings, but God doesn't disengage. The engagement of God is just of a different quality. And it would say that the fact that we die is an echo of that. It's an echo of the death that happens whenever we choose to do awful and horrible things. So no, the genocide in Palestine is not God's will and never would be. And if somebody uses God and theology to justify that, to say that it's a sovereign nation, whatever, they are using God and theology to justify genocide and horrible atrocities, and that is never, never okay.